So, good evening, everyone, once again. I, Zaira Madina Zeeb, welcome you all for the webinar on Discovering the Path of Learning Science. As we have been doing, like always, we will have a small quiz at the end of the webinar, and later we will email participation certificate to all the participants. Students associate learning with memorization and rewriting information on a piece of paper. The term learning is frequently used in discussions about education, and that is our only understanding of the term. In today's world, as technology advances, current education is unable to keep up with the current skill and knowledge demands. As a result, we will comprehend the meanings of learning, education, and skill in this webinar. But before that, let me just give a brief introduction about our company. Ma'am, next slide. Yeah. The webinar is organized by Alma Mater Sparks, and Alma Mater is a premier solution provider on human capital optimization. Alma Mater was established in the year 2004, and our forte lies in KPO, training, staffing, and recruitment solutions. Since then, we have trained over 500,000 individuals and are all set to be a global multi-industry service provider, apart by delivering high-quality core processes, conscious leadership, creative solutions, and unique culture. Once you go through our website and know more about us, you will understand that our incredible success has inspired us to create a strong support program for individuals to create their own future. And for that, we have launched Sparks, a support program aimed at raising knowledge and skill. The motive of Spark is to give individuals exposure to various skills that will help them identify their own specialization and make their future filled with health, wealth, and happiness. So, this is just the background of what we have. Now, apart from this, what we are also specialized in is career planning, career assessment, career counseling, career guidance, coaching and mentoring, skill development workshop, training and development, placement assistance, and online counseling. So this is all about what we have been recently doing. What we are doing right now is we are trying to teach each and individual through our webinars. And coming back to what we are carrying out now, and coming back to the webinar right now, we will take a deep dive to understand what long-lasting learning require, like understanding, relating ideas, and making connections between prior and new knowledge, independent and critical thinking, and the ability to transfer knowledge to new and different contexts. So let us move forward and introduce today's instructor. Today we have with us Somya Jain ma'am. Ma'am has done integrated MSc Zoology Honours from Punjab Agriculture University. For the past 2 years, she has been engaged in wildlife research. She has attended international conference on recent advances in basic and applied sciences. She is also well known for her teaching style. Ma'am knows explaining complex concepts in a hands-on, easy-to-grasp format with antidotes and MCQ solving tips in a story-based format. She focuses solely on concepts in order to lay a strong foundation and to help you remember those concepts for a long time. She will be teaching Discovering the Path of Learning Science. Thank you, ma'am, for giving such a great time of you. Now, ma'am, you can begin the session.
Hello everyone. So as you know, I'm Somya. So for one day, I want all of you to become, scientists. Think like a scientist and just enjoy what being a scientist is will be. So I will be, telling you a tale how a laminate is made by the scientist. These are very tiny, tiny scientists that maybe there are few scientists that is present in your class itself. You don't know. So what happened? It is a group of 5 people, 5 girls, I would say. So it is a very summery month and everybody is like, the first name girl is like, you can say Arsh Kamal, and Arsh Kamal is planning to go home and have a summery drink, चाहे नींबू पानी हो जाए शिकंजवी, ठीक है, and her 4 friends. They were like, we also want to have a nimbu pani. Let's go. And Ashkamal took them to her home. So there, Ashkamal was searching for her mother, but her mother is not to be seen anywhere. She's a bit sad that she bring her friends with her, and her mother is not at home. तो फिर क्या हुआ? Now Ashkamal decided she will make a lemonade or nimbu pani herself. Okay, so सबसे पहले क्या होता है नींबू पानी बनाने के लिए? Take a glass of water and add sugar into it. अब उसने एक गिलास पानी का लिया और 5 चम्मच चीनी डाल दी उसमें. फिर क्या हुआ? It took her 5 minutes to dissolve the sugar, but फिर भी नहीं हुई. What will be the reason? अब उतने में उसकी 4 फ्रेंड्स आती है और उसको बोलती है कि dude, you are not able to dissolve a sugar. उसमें जो 5वें नंबर वाली उनकी फ्रेंड होती है, what she said, okay, let's find a method how are we going to dissolve sugar faster. Got it? कि सबसे पहले शुगर कौन डिसॉल्व करेगा. अब जो दूसरे नंबर वाली फ्रेंड होती है, what was happen कि वो पानी को गर्म करती है और उसमें चीनी डाल देती है. चीनी जल्दी घुल जाती है. डेफिनेटली एवरीबडी नोस कि गर्म पानी में चीनी जल्दी घुलती है. अब जो तीसरे नंबर वाली फ्रेंड होती है, व्हाट शी डू, थोड़ा सा दिमाग लगाती है कि नाउ व्हाट आई डू, लाइक तो उसने अपनी मम्मा को देखा था कि अगर हम चीनी को, बुरा चीनी होती है जो पाउडर शुगर होती है, अगर उसको डाले पानी में तो भी वो जल्दी घुल जाती है. तो वो क्या करती है, चीनी लेती है और उसको मिक्सी में ग्राइंड करती है, कन्वर्ट इनटू अ वेरी फाइन पार्टिकल्स. जैसे ही वो पार्टिकल्स को पानी में डालती है तो चीनी विद इन 15 सेकेंड्स इट डिसॉल्व इवन फास्टर देन गर्म पानी में. अब fourth one is left. A fourth one is trying to devise a method or trying to thinking ki what should I do now. Now she find a pot, a good big pot which has a lot of surface area. Now she pour a glass of water into it and add 5 spoons of sugar. Now she's trying to dissolve it. It is dissolving faster than her friend Ashkamal, but still it at a slower rate. Now the fifth one is sitting there and just trying to understand what all these 4 are doing. Now think कि इन चारों में से किसकी चीनी जल्दी घुली होगी. Okay, think about it. You can type in the chat box if you want, or unmute yourself. You can also say, I really like, my students who are answering the question. Anybody from the audience want to answer? Okay, it seems nobody want to answer. So what happened is, चीनी powder वाली की जल्दी घुल गई थी. But there was very minute difference when you warm the water or add a powdered sugar in the water. So इन चारों में से सबसे better, best. Simran, can you mute yourself? So इसमें से सबसे best method कौन सा था? By adding fine particles of sugar into the water. It can also be a warm water by adding, but at the end, who like their lemonade warm? So for a time being, we don't like lemonade warm, so we will not accept that method. Either how many times that method is good. When you become a scientist, what do you see? How you will gonna increase the efficiency of a process and what process fit into your system. That's how you become a scientist. And the fifth one is still a bit of scientist in her, and she said there is a process also. What the process name is? She's like, okay, I'll explain you the process. The process name is diffusion. You know how equally within equilibrium एक जैसे सारे पानी में वो जो particles थे चीनी के घुल गए. In a similar manner, I will be taking you a very long list of examples that how diffusion is taking place. Now take a beaker and add a few drops of ink into it. अगर तुम्हारा मन करता है, अगर तुम थोड़ा सा अगर तुम पानी लो, पेपर कप, प्लास्टिक के कप्स आते हैं, जस्ट टेक देम और अपने पेन की जो पेन खराब होने वाला है या खराब है उसकी इंक निकालो, निब निकालो और उसमें फूंक मार के उसमें पानी में इंक डालो. थोड़ी देर पहले तो वो ऐसा दिखेगा, ठीक है, फिर धीरे धीरे इट स्टार्ट टू फैलने लग जाएगा पानी में और एट द एंड 5 से 10 मिनट बाद तुम्हारा पानी एकदम ब्लू कलर का हो जाएगा. Why this happened? This happened because of diffusion. So diffusion क्या है? Basically it is a process where molecules move from high concentration to low concentration. अच्छा, तो एक और तुम्हारा बड़ा अच्छा एग्जाम्पल होता है, जब भी क्लास में क्या होता है, कुछ बच्चों को ना कुछ पढ़ना नहीं आता होता, तो क्या करते हैं, तुम्हारी मैम क्या करेगी, तुम जाओ जाके ना एक होशियार बच्चे के साथ जाके बैठ जाओ, ठीक है. इट्स नॉट ओनली वर्क ऑन द पार्टिकल, इट्स ऑल्सो वर्क ऑन द थॉट प्रोसेस, ठीक है. तो क्या होता है कि वो जो होशियार बच्चे होते हैं ना, बोलते रहते तो तुम सुनते रहते हो, तो तुम्हारे दिमाग में भी वो वर्ड्स ऑटोमेटिकली इन्फ्यूज हो जाते हैं, डिफ्यूज हो जाते हैं. समटाइम्स what happens with me when I went to Punjab Agriculture University, I don't मेरे को पंजाबी नहीं आती थी अच्छे से, मतलब लिखनी पढ़नी आती थी पर मैं I can't speak Punjabi well. So everybody there used to speak Punjabi, so that thing automatically infused in me, ठीक है. High concentration of words automatically diffuse in you, ठीक है. So इट्स ऑलवेज एडवाइस, तो अच्छे लोगों के साथ घूमा करो और बैठा करो. So diffusion is widely used in a various fields of science. Either it can be biology, physics, chemistry, etc. ठीक है, तो साइंस के हर पार्ट में डिफ्यूजन यूज होती है, तुम कहीं पे भी चले जाओ. इवन इट्स यूज इन आर्ट टुडे टू, ठीक है. there are various paints that we use diffusion. So there are various factors affecting the diffusion. First is temperature. So in where we see in Ashkamal story how temperature works. All right, पानी गर्म करने पे क्या होता है कि उसमें चीजें जल्दी घुल जाती है. अगर तुम घर पे वो इंक वाला एक्सपेरिमेंट कर रहे हो तो एक काम करना, एक गिलास में ठंडा फ्रिज का पानी लेना, एक गिलास में रूम टेम्परेचर वाला पानी लेना और एक गिलास में थोड़ा सा गर्म पानी लेना, उसमें थोड़ी थोड़ी इंक डालना. देन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड कि इंक कैसे घुलती है एंड यू विल सी द इफेक्ट ऑफ वाटर and try to do it after this call or try to do this after class. You will having a fun. So second part is area of interaction. The third girl, okay, they used a bigger pot. What she did is she tried to increase the surface area, the water and the surface area of that water in contact with sugar. Okay, that's why she able to dissolve sugar faster, but not as faster as particle size and temperature. So third one is particle size. जैसे जैसे पार्टिकल साइज तुम्हारा छोटा होता जाता है, छोटू बच्चे फटाफट भागते हैं ना फुर्ती से, छोटी चीजें इधर उधर जल्दी जल्दी भागती है और बड़े लोगों को थोड़ा सा टाइम लगता है भागने के लिए. ऐसी जो छोटे पार्टिकल्स होते हैं they have ability to move faster. And the last point, the steepness of the concentration gradient. What is the word steepness means and the concentration gradient means. Okay, so few of you अब तो ऐसी आजकल सर्दियां चल रही है तो आधे से ज्यादा बच्चे नहाते भी नहीं होंगे, दो दो दिन तुम लोग नहीं नहाते, तुम्हारे घर पे घर वाले तुम्हें बोल बोल के थक जाते हैं कि बेटा नहा ले। तो ऐसे बच्चे क्या होता है, बाहर जाने वक्त दे अप्लाई परफ्यूम्स। अब पता है कि नहाए नहीं है, परफ्यूम लगाया, मम्मी बोलेगी, ठीक है, अच्छे से परफ्यूम लगाया। अब मम्मी दूर है तो मम्मी सूंघ नहीं सकती है परफ्यूम, ठीक है, जैसे ही पास में आएगी तो मम्मी को पता लग जाएगा। तो यू व्हाट यू डू, तुम मम्मी से दूर रहते हो कि मम्मी सूंघे ना, हम दूर रहते हैं, हाँ मम्मी ठीक है काम हो गया, और वहीं से खिसक लेते हो, ठीक है। सो व्हाई व्हेन मॉम क्लोज टू यू शी इज एबल टू स्मेल द परफ्यूम, as she far away she cannot smell the perfume? The reason itself a diffusion. All right, जैसे पास आसपास जो परफ्यूम के मॉलिक्यूल्स हैं, the concentration of that molecules are quite high, whereas जैसे डिस्टेंस बढ़ जाएगा, the concentration of molecules are going to decrease. All right, अब एक और एग्जाम्पल, तुम बैठे हो कमरे में, ठीक है, यू आर सिटिंग इन योर बेडरूम एंड योर बेडरूम इज क्वाइट अवे फ्रॉम द किचन. नाउ योर मॉम इज कुकिंग दम बिरयानी इन द किचन. ऑलराइट, हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू लाइक दम बिरयानी? ओके, नो रिस्पॉन्स.
Me.
Jaskirat Singh, raise the hand. Okay, so a lot of people I can say see like the dum biryani. Cool, 3 participants. All right. So what happened when your mom is cooking dum biryani in the kitchen? You can, there is a slight hint of smell that you can smell in your room. ठीक है, थोड़ी थोड़ी खुशबू आती है कि हाँ थोड़ी सी आ रही है. बट क्या होता है, जैसे तुम उठ के आते हो लॉबी में, देन यू रियली नो कि आज तो घर में दम बिरयानी बनी है, ठीक है. एंड द मोमेंट यू एंटर द किचन, मम्मा दम बिरयानी बनाई ना, मम्मा कहती वाह अब तो तेरे को पहले ही पता लग गया दम बिरयानी बनी है, ठीक है. दिस इज द पावर ऑफ स्मेल, दिस इज द पावर ऑफ डिफ्यूजन, हाउ area can have so many such a great effect on diffusion. All right, so diffusion is not only a process of smelling things. It happens in liquids, gas, and solids. So another example. Now I want somebody from the audience to answer this. Okay. So what happened? Once upon a time, there was 3 kids or 3 siblings. तीनों ही बहुत झगड़ालू होते हैं. तो what their father said कि बेटा I want a green tea. ठीक है, तो तीनों एक आपस में टस मस में कंपटीशन पे लग जाते हैं, who will make a green tea first. They have started at the same time. They are using same green tea bags, same water, glass, but there is one difference. Okay, you need to find the difference. Okay, the question is find the difference. What happens? The first girl, सबसे छोटी वाली जो होती है, क्या करती है, नॉर्मल रूम टेम्परेचर पे पानी लेती है और उसमें टी बैग डाल के अपने फादर को दे देती है. The second time is the second girl, what she do is पानी को थोड़ा गर्म करती है around 60 degrees Celsius and put a tea bag into it and give it to father. So she tried to save few seconds so that she'll try to become first or second. So first होती है, she's like I am going to be a perfect person. I'm going to make a perfect tea what it tastes like a green tea. So वो अपनी परफेक्शन से 80 डिग्री सेल्सियस पे पानी को गर्म करती है और उसमें टी बैग डालती है और अपने फादर को देती है. Now everything is same. Tea bag they are using same, the water they are using same, the mug they are using same, but the color of a tea is different in every mug. Now I want somebody from the audience to answer this. Why the color of a tea is different? Neha, raise the hand. Neha, unmute yourself.
Because of changing the temperature.
Yes, Neha. Nice. So, good. Okay. So next problem in front of you, ये एक अगरबत्ती है, ठीक है. Now you are in a closed room and you can smell it. बट क्या है कि तुम्हारे पास छोटी सी अगरबत्ती है और अभी ये खत्म हो जाएगी, तो तुम इसकी स्मेल को कैसे एनहेंस करोगे? हाउ यू आर गोना एनहेंस? ठीक है, योर अगरबत्ती इज गोना फिनिश इन फ्यू मिनट्स और फ्यू सेकेंड्स, बट यू आर इन अ क्लोज रूम एंड हाउ यू विल इंक्रीज द डिफ्यूजन? चलो मेरे साइंटिस्ट बच्चों, बताओ कैसे करोगे तुम इसको? ये भी थोड़ा टेम्परेचर से रिलेटेड है, मूवमेंट से रिलेटेड है. Who is going to answer? I am waiting. Come on, come on. Okay, ठीक है. So nobody is gonna answer. Let's see.
If we change the environment?
Yes, change the environment. Okay. Now I'll give you answer how we gonna change the environment. Okay, we are in a closed room and हमारी अगरबत्ती हो जाती है खत्म. अब अभी फंक्शन शुरू नहीं हुआ है and we want the place to be smell like अगरबत्ती. तो क्या करेंगे? हम पक्खा चला सकते हैं. We can turn on the fan अगर गर्मी है. अगर सर्दियां हैं तो we can use heater to increase the temperature. When we increase the temperature, what happens in a small space? The movement of molecules starts becoming more whenever we increase the temperature. So that's how we can retain the smell for a longer period of time. Understood so far? So diffusion not only happens with smells and all your liquids. We are using it every second. Okay. So क्या कर रहे हैं हम लोग? Respire कर रहे हैं. We are breathing. What we are breathing? हम क्या breathe करते हैं? कौन सी
Oxygen.
Yes, nice. I really have nice sciencey audience. Cool, good. तो हम क्या ब्रीथ कर रहे हैं? ऑक्सीजन ब्रीथ कर रहे हैं, ठीक है. अब ये भी बता दो कि ऑक्सीजन की कंसंट्रेशन कितनी होती है एटमॉस्फेयर में? अच्छा, सबसे ज्यादा कौन सी गैस होती है एटमॉस्फेयर में?
Nitrogen.
यस. उसके बाद क्या आती है?
ऑक्सीजन.
यस. तो ऑक्सीजन की परसेंटेज कितनी होती है?
मैम 21% होती है ऑक्सीजन.
वाओ, हु गिव द आंसर? किसने दिया?
भव्य जैन.
भव्य, नाइस. ठीक है, 21% होती है ऑक्सीजन की कंसंट्रेशन एटमॉस्फेयर में. तो अब क्या होता है, जब हम रेस्पायर करते हैं तो रेस्पिरेशन हमारे सेल्स में होती है. जैसे जैसे हम लोग ऑक्सीजन को यूज करते हैं तो हमारी बॉडी स्टार्ट कन्वर्टिंग इनटू कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. ओके. व्हेन कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की कंसंट्रेशन मींस मात्रा हमारी बॉडी में ज्यादा हो जाती है, इट अबाउट 95%. ऑलराइट. एक्चुअली इट इज मेजर एज पार्शियल प्रेशर. फॉर यू ट्राई टू इमेजिन इट इज अ 95%. और बाहर एटमॉस्फेयर में कितनी है? 3%. तो किसकी कंसंट्रेशन एटमॉस्फेयर में कम है अब?
कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड.
कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड की 3. और बॉडी में कितनी है?
Carbon dioxide.
95. ठीक है. तो क्या हुआ? अब जो आपकी बॉडी में 95 है, कंसंट्रेशन ज्यादा है और बाहर कम है, तुम्हारी बॉडी से जो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड है वो बाहर जा रही है. और ऑक्सीजन की कंसंट्रेशन 5 है, पार्ट 21 है. तो क्या हो रहा है? बाहर से अंदर आ रही है. 21 से 5 की तरफ द ऑक्सीजन इज गेटिंग इनसाइड. दिस इज हाउ यू ब्रीथ. How diffusion is helping you to breathe. This is a miracle, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you know about that before?
No, ma'am.
Okay, so definitely you learned something new today.
Yes, ma'am.
Of course, ma'am.
Okay. So what is this? Anybody? Okay, tell me what is this? Like my cursor is hovering
It's
over.
a plant cell, I think.
Yes, it is a plant cell and it is side pe kya hai? Right side pe.
Roots.
Roots. Yes. So now what happened? This cell is a part of root. अब हम लोग तो भाई रिस्पायर कर रहे हैं, ऑक्सीजन ले रहे हैं, तो जो आपके प्लांट्स है वो भी वैसे ही रिस्पायर करते हैं. बट ये एक और चीज लेते हैं, खाना बनाते हैं, क्या करते हैं ये? दे आर नोन फॉर
Photosynthesis.
yes, they are known for photosynthesis, right? Exactly. तो अब फोटोसिंथेसिस के लिए क्या क्या चाहिए तुम्हें? ये क्या है? ये ब्लू ब्लू सा क्या लिख रहा है तुम्हें? सॉइल में क्या होता है?
Water, water, water.
Yes, yes. So what is happening? Here is a movement of water is happening. ठीक है? तो ये बेचारा एक प्यासा सा जिसके पास पानी नहीं है, पानी कम है, and the cell want water. So definitely the concentration of water is low inside the cell. Good? Understood so far?
Yes,
So
ma'am.
now what
Yes.
is happening? The concentration of water in soil is high. So definitely diffusion happens from high concentration to
Low.
Low
Low
concentration station.
concentration. Low concentration.
so मेरे शोरो तुम्हें concentration diffusion याद हो गई. Diffusion happens from high concentration to low concentration. Cool?
Yes.
Unless until it become an equilibrium. So the cause of diffusion. Diffusion is a natural process and a physical process which happen on its own. ठीक है? अब आप जाके किसी को कहीं पे भी बैठे हो, तुम अपने, मैंने एग्जाम्पल दिया था कि आप अपने बगल वाले को इमिटेट करना शुरू कर देते हो, उसके जो वर्ड्स है फ्लो करने लगते. अब उसको तुम हिला तो नहीं रहे हो ना कि प्लीज टेल मी द वर्ड्स, है ना? इट ऑटोमेटिकली हैपनिंग. So you really don't have to stir or shake the thing, but sometimes by stirring or shaking, what happen is it will increase the process faster. ठीक है? कुछ चीजें ऑटोमेटिकली हो जाती है, कुछ चीजों को तुम्हें थोड़ी सी एनर्जी देनी पड़ती है, पुश करना पड़ता है. ठीक है? So liquid gases undergo diffusion as the molecules are able to move randomly. So diffusion basically एक ही फंडा है, कहीं भी कोई भी चीजें randomly move करती है, and diffusion only happen because of movement. All right? So यहाँ तक तो मैंने आपको एक कॉन्सेप्ट पढ़ा दिया था डिफ्यूजन का. तो I really want to teach you more concepts. So I will be taking classes on Saturday, this Sunday for an hour every day on alma mater, Sparks, AM Sparks. So and before that, I really
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Please ask them to turn off the camera and mic.
Okay. So kindly turn off your camera and mic, please. Okay. Thank you. Such a sweet student, kids. Okay. So if we do, I really want to give you tools to understand the learning and how to apply it. So you learn everything. कुछ ना कुछ रोज पढ़ते हो, कुछ सीखते हो, तो याद नहीं रहता है. पेपर में लिख के आते हो, नंबर नहीं आते हैं. ठीक है? It's okay. But what is the bigger picture of learning? How, whenever a human being is born, it is going to be a learner for a lifetime. We are learning every moment of our life. So for that, every moment, there is the 4 pillars I want you to understand. All right. First is to understand the concept. It's not only science that has concept. It's a lot of, you know, whether you study social studies, economic, history, mathematics, everything has a concept. All right. When you understand the concept, now you have understand the concept. Now you learn what is diffusion. Now what I want you to stick this with yourself for the lifetime, recall it. Maybe go and teach your mom the story of lemonade. Teach your friend the story of lemonade. Okay? Teach the story of dum biryani. Speak it loud. You know, try to imagine you have an audience. Just blabber to them. That's how you're going to understand and recall it. All right. Suddenly, you know, it is a big part of learning is memorization. I really don't like memorizing, and I really don't, you know, suggesting my kids to learn or memorize stuff. But sadly, it's a part of our curriculum that we need to take, you know, score good in our examinations. I really don't like people to saying, you know, store or, you know, judging somebody by examination, but your future depends on it. So to make memorization easy, you can always chunk the material into small steps, you know, small things, so that it can be digestible. Today we learn only one definition of diffusion, from high concentration to low concentration. There are only 3 words that we learn: high concentration to low concentration. How we learn it? We chunk it up. Okay? And hello? Can you mute
Akash,
yourself?
can you mute your mic? Akash, mute your mic.
Hello? Okay. So the last step of a memorization is repetition. So what happened is, I really don't like you people to repeat everything every day. You need to do spaced repetition. Suppose you learn diffusion today. What you will do is you can repeat it after 3 days or 7 days, and then maybe 20 days when you are going to have an exam. So this how you will learn and keep it in your memory for a longer period of time. So the fourth part is application. Application is like, you know, how you're gonna use it in daily life. Like suppose we have learned the diffusion part. We are making tea, we are using diffusion. When our mother is cooking, diffusion is happening. You know, try to apply it in everywhere, every corner, every nukkar, जहाँ दिखता है उसको उस concept में घुसाओ कि नहीं इस concept को मैं से लगाऊंगा कैसे, ठीक है? So whatever you learn in the school, look around and try to fit those things in the real life situations of your life. That's how you're gonna learn. एंड समटाइम्स कि ये सब करने के बाद भी हमारे दिमाग में कुछ भी हम सब भूल जाते हैं, ठीक है? आप जितनी रिकॉलिंग कर लो, आप जितना लोगों को पढ़ा लो, मैम हमारे दिमाग में जा नहीं रहा है. फॉरगेट इट, दैट्स इजी, ठीक है? सोचो मत उसके बारे में. व्हाट यू नीड टू डू इज go into deep, start learning more about it. Just don't, you know, don't think that I wanted to stick it to my head. मुझे सब कुछ याद करना है. उसके बाद में पढ़ो. Just be curious. अच्छा, diffusion ऐसे होता है. इसकी history क्या थी? Who is the first person to learn diffusion and how it is started? That's how it's gonna stick to your mind. When you are curious, you will be knowing all the stuff.
Madam, can I add something?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So everybody, if you have pen and paper with you, right, it will be great, because these point, what is there is like, if you are able to register it, when you write it down, right, you register it much better. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल अभी ये लर्निंग के 4 प्रोसेस है, ऐसे काफी सारे प्रोसेस आपके लाइफ में आएंगे, लेकिन अगर आपको कुछ सीखना है तो आप क्या करेंगे कि कोई भी एक प्रोसेस, जब भी आपको कोई भी चीज सिखाई जाती है तो आप क्या करो, उसको नोट कर लो कहीं पे, ताकि जब आप लिखते हो तो आप उसको एक और बार जैसे रिपीट कर रहे हो। जैसे एक टीचर ने बुक कहा, कुछ आपके माइंड में आपने सुना है, क्या बोला टीचर ने, उसके बाद आपने उसको लिखा, तो आपका ये ऑटोमेटिकली सेकेंड टाइम रिपीट हो गया जो भी चीज आप कर रहे हो। तो इससे क्या हो जाता है कि आपका ये जो प्रोसेस है सीखने का, राइट, वो जल्दी हो जाता है और ज्यादा वक्त तक रिटेन रहता है। यानी कि आपको जो है हर बार जो है जाके उसे याद करने की जरूरत नहीं है, क्योंकि एक बार आपने रिपीट कर दिया है। उसके बाद कुछ दिनों के बाद आप जब वापस वो कॉन्सेप्ट को रिविजिट करते हो तो वो जो है आपके इसमें और थोड़ा स्ट्रांगली माइंड में बैठ जाता है। तो आपको क्या करना है कि कोई भी कॉन्सेप्ट, कोई भी चीज आपको जब भी सिखाई जाती है तो आप ये करो कि आप नोट करके रख लो कहीं पे भी, और जब आप नोट करके रखोगे तो ऑटोमेटिकली उसमें आपको जो है वो आपके माइंड में रजिस्टर होने को चालू हो जाएगा। ठीक है, एवरीबॉडी गॉट द पॉइंट? यस, नो?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Perfect. So yeah, I'll have right, Somya madam continue.
All right.
Yeah.
So moving ahead, now we have learned how we gonna learn the stuff. ठीक है, अब उसको apply कहाँ करें? Why we need to learn all these things? Okay. So I want to say, like, there are various competition, competitive exams after 10th. You can go and attend these exams. So the exam that I marked in red, I teach about these exams. Okay, these are the competitive exams, and these exams help you to enter the best and premier institutes of India, for sciences only. All right, the exam that I mark in red for these. So I will be dictating these exams for all of you. This is after 10th. National Science Talent Research Examination. So this is a kind of scholarship that you are going to receive for until you become a PhD, masters, or any bachelor's. जब तक तुम पढ़ रहे हो, then until then they are going to pay for your fees, tuition fees, and give you a scholarship of 15,000 for first your bachelor's, and that will be increased by 5% after your bachelor's. So it is a National Science Talent Research Examination. Second is National Talent Research Examination, NTSC. So it is a very famous examination. Third is Kishore Vigyan Protsahan Yojana. Then you can apply for this examination. Fourth is Assessment of Scholastic Test through Technological Testing. Fifth is Indian National Mathematical Olympiad. Anybody who is interested, there are a lot of material present on the AM Sparks website. Do check it out. So sixth is National Maths Olympiad. Same material is available for that too. Seventh is Science Olympiad Foundation. So these Olympiads are very helpful if you want to apply for foreign universities, either in Canada or US. Or in US, even if you are applying for premier institutes like Yale, Stanford. So all these premier institute want you to appear for these Olympiad examination, and it create a very high value resume for you. So another is Indian National Olympiad, National Cyber Olympiad, International English Olympiad, and 10th is Indian Army Soldier Recruitment, Indian Navy Matric Recruitment, and IAF Army Recruitment. So the 10th one is you got physics, chemistry, and mathematics in this examination. So I will be wishing you, I would like you people to appear in this examination and have a bright career. So after 12th science, there are various examinations, but these two I teach about NEET and AIMS. So I teach biology NEET and biology AIM for 12th science standards. So do check it out and do check out, my live classes on Saturday, Sunday. So, when you are going to prepare for these examinations, most of the students, even everybody, do blunders during this exam. What are the blunders they do? They are multitasking, they are doing, maybe, you're playing with your sibling and studying at the same time. अरे चार इसको लगा देती हूँ मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ भाई my friend is calling, you're calling your friend on call and you're trying to study, you're replying on WhatsApp and trying to study. So dedicate 1 hour, 2 hour, whatever you want to study, but study dedicatedly. If you're sitting, just sit and study, otherwise it's not gonna work. दो नाव में सवार होके तुम कहीं नहीं जा सकते, ठीक है? एक नाव में पैर रखो और have a straight line and sail on it. So second point is overuse of mobile. So आज information की दुनिया में रहते हैं, हर मिनट तुम्हारा पिंग 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 फोन बजेगा. Either you are attending your calls on either Zoom meetings, Google Classroom, you are attending on phone. So I would recommend those who have laptops, try to use it not laptops because वहाँ पे notification का problem कम होता है, ठीक है? So third point is study environment. Please bed में बैठ के मत पढ़ा करो, नींद आती है वहां पे और सो जाओगे थोड़ी देर बाद if you feel like bored. Sit on a table and chair, sit with your back straight and then study. You will find a lot of difference when you are studying in the bed and studying on a chair. ठीक है? और अगर if you have a very noisy home, just go and maybe study with a friend or go and study in a library or somewhere quiet where you have environment for study. The fourth part is ego fight. अब 50 बच्चों की क्लास है कि अगर मैम ने किसी को गलती से पॉइंट आउट कर दिया, the kids what will they take it on their heart. So your teacher is not pointing you out, your teacher is trying to tell you that it is wrong, you should not do it. Maybe later down 5 years, 10 years, you will find like I was wrong at that point. But you need to understand now and inculcate that habit. Your teachers are not your enemies, they are just trying to help you. All right, try to understand this thing. And sleep schedule. तुम 6 घंटे पढ़ लोगे और 1 घंटे सोओगे, your paper is not going to be clear. 6 घंटे सो, 1 घंटा पढ़ो, might there is chances that you clear the examination. ठीक है? ढंग से सोया करो, उससे बिना सोए तुम you are not going to achieve anything. So must do. ये तो हो गए तुम्हारे ब्लंडर्स, तो ये तो करते थे बच्चे कि भाई कम सोएंगे, लड़ लेंगे लोगों से, तुम्हारा एनवायरनमेंट ऑफ स्टडी नहीं है, बेड में बैठ के पढ़ना, सारा दिन मोबाइल चलाना एंड मल्टीटास्किंग. ट्राई टू अवॉइड दिस ब्लंडर ड्यूरिंग एग्जामिनेशंस. ठीक है? आई थिंक यू विल बी ऑन ट्रैक इफ यू आर नॉट डूइंग दिस blunders. So what are the must do? Try to do a positive affirmations. Try to understand, what you really want to achieve, write it down on a paper every day. I want to crack, I want to get 90% my examination, write it down each and every day. Like, I want to do this, what I have to do, what are the steps if I want to achieve 90% in my examination. And try to have a consistency in your life. What consistency means? रोज एक ही काम करना. I know it is very boring. ठीक है? Being a student life is quite boring. It is challenging. It is hard. It is tough. Everybody is saying पढ़ लो बेटा, पढ़ लो, यही तुम्हारी जिंदगी बनाएगा. And it is कुछ हद तक true भी है. ठीक है, आई एम नॉट एग्रीइंग ऑन it fully, but it is true. ठीक है, you cannot challenge it. ठीक है, तो क्या करो, try to study at least an hour or two daily. 1 और 2 घंटे में कुछ नहीं होता. ठीक है, trust me, you will be on the right path. And parent yourself. Okay, suppose you have a exam tomorrow. ठीक है, अब मम्मी पापा नहीं है घर पे, तो your parent, your friend came and he's like कि चला चलते हैं. Either be strict yourself, tell your friend that I'm sorry that मैं नहीं आ सकता, I have an exam tomorrow, or go for 15 minutes and promise yourself that you will come after 15 minutes and study for this exam. All right, that's your commitment to yourself. Be your own parent. And the fourth point is do self-study, then tuitions. I know, understand कि tuition plays a catalyst. तुम्हें जल्दी सब कुछ सिखा देते हैं teachers, but अगर तुम अकेले tuitions कर रहे हो और there is no self-study, then there is no use of tuition. Suppose you are doing tuition for X amount of time. 1 घंटा tuition कर रहे हो, तो 2 घंटे self-study करो. Try to self-study for at least 2 hours. The amount of tuition like X amount, so self-study for 2x amount of time. Cool. The main part, try to aim your goal. Whatever you want to achieve in your life, you want to be artist, aim that. You want to be scientist, aim that. You want to be doctor, engineer, CA, whatever you want to be. Maybe some of you really want to be a policeman or into a IAS. Just aim that part. All right. Make a aim, make a plan, then start making notes. As Sir said, you need to make notes and re-revise it again and again. Maybe teach it to your friends. ठीक है, कुछ दिनों बाद किसी को पकड़ लिया करो और उसको बैठ के पढ़ाया करो. ठीक है, खुद मत पढ़ो, किसी को पढ़ा लो. It will also work. Try to teach your friends by teaching yourself. And I think this plan worked for me, and I hope this plan also worked for you. So in the end, I have a request for you. Like, I am from science background. I was doing research for past 2 years on wild animals. And what I found is, like, we have destroyed the earth in a bad condition right now that, it takes generation to revive the earth. A lot, like 2-3 generations to revive. 1 generation time is 70 years. Maybe your lifespan gonna be 70 years. So, 140 years around, it's gonna take time to revive it. So pandemic is there. Pandemic भी हमारी गलती थी. Coronavirus, coming in contact with the wild animals. We don't know what wild animals, which kind of virus is. It's transmitted through them only. But who is the one who is saving us? These are the doctors and scientists which come on the front lines to save us. In a similar manner, the second picture shows the greenhouse gas effect. All right. Who is trying to save us? Engineers, physicists, and chemists and biologists. Try to solve this problem. Third picture shows the deforestation. A lot of agriculturists, a lot of botanists or pathologists are trying to, curb how they are going to replant the forest again. But this is not going to happen in 2 years, 3 years, 4 years. It's going to take around 150 or 140 years. Here you can see a whole forest is cut down. These are the orangutans trying to, survive. पहले ये लटकते होते थे, ऐसे पेड़ों से, बट बेचारों के पास अब लटकने के लिए कुछ नहीं है. थोड़ा सा तरस खाओ. And to regain all this, we need scientists, doctors, teachers even, to teach them, physicists, biologists, and engineers. So I really want you people to come into science field and being a part of such a big community who is gonna give something to the society. So that's all from my side. And yes, last point, it is basically advice from my side, how to become a competent for your future. So there is we live in a information and technology age. So a lot of information is present in the internet. A lot of information is fed to you by your teachers and by your peers, by parents, by everything. You are gaining the information. Try to find out what is the right information for you. What is the right channel? Okay, is it useful or not? The information is key, information is power, and information is everything. When you find the right information, right knowledge, practice it. Practice until and unless it becomes a skill. And that skill has to be your attitude. When somebody talk to you, you need you know the skill and you have the attitude, you will be confident enough, and people gonna pay for your attitude. They're not gonna pay for your degree, they're not gonna pay for your skill. Just have that attitude in your life. All right, this is my experience that I have gained over the years, and this is overall I want to sum up, and I might think that it helps you in the longer run of your life. So you are quite small at that time right now, so I want you people to inculcate these habit into you, of learning, practice, and skill and attitude, so that you become successful in a very short period of time in your life, and you may have a taste of success. So over to you, Zaira. Oh, once more.
Okay, ma'am.
Anybody, any doubts so far? Shoot up. We can have a doubt session right now. Any participant, any student, any parents is there?
Can I ask a question, ma'am?
Yes. Who's this?
Manik, ma'am.
Hi, Manik. Okay. What's your question?
Ma'am, making note is such a boring thing. How can any tips for it?
Making.
Notes.
I'll just answer that. Okay, what do you think will be boring, Manik?
Like writing and writing and writing.
Okay, so the best thing is to remember, right? Instead of keeping on writing and writing, what happens is, right, when you're taking notes into your school, right, instead of coming back home and writing it again, right, because you feel it as boring, what you need to do it is whatever you do, right, whatever excites you, do that. Instead of, if you feel writing is boring, right, listen to, there are a lot of audiobooks which comes in, all your notes can be converted into audiobooks and you can listen to it, right? There are different technologies which are helping you to get this. Now, examinations also, right? There are now, instead of keeping it all right into your paragraph notes and writings, they are going to give you a lot of subjective and objective based questions. So the writing is reducing, but what you can do is this: whatever is going to make you happy, do those things more often than thinking about that. Okay, you are feeling bored, so why should I do it? I mean, even when you think about getting bored by doing things, right, it starts bringing you down. You understood, Manik?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yeah. Somya madam, if you have anything to add, please.
Yes. So, you can always, as sir said, there is audiobooks. There are few audiobooks, present on the YouTube, even for science or maths or, history, economics. You can go and check those out.
मैम लर्न करने में and समझने में प्रॉब्लम नहीं है मैम, वो नोट्स मतलब बनाने में प्रॉब्लम है।
So
हाँ, तो
notes.
उसको आपको टेक्नोलॉजी थोड़ा सीखना पड़ेगा। तो नोट्स बनाने के लिए क्या करना, आपको सबमिट करना पड़ता है नोट्स कि
यस
कैसा है?
सर, सबमिट करना पड़ता है, चेक कराना पड़ता है।
हाँ,
एंड
लिखा हुआ ही चाहिए कि उनको टाइप भी चलेगा?
लिखा हुआ चाहिए सर, लाइक
तो
नोटबुक
अब ये
मेकिंग।
हाँ, उसमें क्या कर सकते हैं कि आपका टाइम बचाने के लिए आप उसको ब्रेक डाउन कर सकते हैं, क्योंकि अगर जो चीज कंपलसरी है उसमें तो हम लोग कुछ कर नहीं सकते हैं।
यस
लेकिन मेन क्या है कि उसको अगर हम ब्रेक डाउन कर देते हैं कि अभी कंटिन्यूअस राइटिंग के बदले अगर आप लोगे, राइट, जब भी आप लिखते हो थोड़ा बहुत आपको लगता है कि एकदम ये हो रहा है, तो आप एक 10 मिनट का ब्रेक ले लो और फिर वापस चालू करो। तो उसमें क्या होगा कि जब भी आप ब्रेक लेते हो, कोई ऐसा चीज करो जिससे आपको एकदम मतलब खुशी मिले। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपको अगर डांस करना पसंद है, राइट, तो
यस
आप क्या कर सकते हो, थोड़ा देर नोट्स लिख के देन लाइक यू स्टार्ट डांसिंग सो दैट लाइक योर माइंड स्टेज फ्रेश। और
ओके
तो इससे क्या हो जाएगा कि आप थोड़ा थोड़ा करके जब बिट्स में कंप्लीट करते हो तो आपका नोट्स तो कंप्लीट होगा ही, राइट। एक कंटिन्यूअसली बैठने से और एक है कि जो चीज बोरिंग ऑलरेडी है वो एकदम ज्यादा बोरिंग हो जाएगी। लेकिन बीच बीच में अगर आप बोलोगे कि मैं, अगर आपको 10 पेज का नोट्स बनाना है, एकदम सिंपल है, अगर 10 पेज का नोट्स बनाना है, आप क्या करो कि एक पेज का नोट बनाने के बाद आप बोलो कि जैसे मेरा एक पेज का नोट बन जाएगा तो मैं अपने आप को कोई ट्रीट दूंगा। जैसे मुझे राइट कोई गाना पसंद है तो वो गाना मैं सुन लूंगा ना। रिवॉर्डिंग योर सेल्फ फॉर कंप्लीटिंग वन टास्क। एक टास्क है, उसके अगेंस्ट में आप रिवॉर्ड दोगे तो आपका ये जो बोरिंग चीज है वो भी एक्साइटिंग हो जाएगी।
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
या ओके।
Okay. Anybody else beside Manik?
Thank you, Somya ma'am. It was a wonderful session. I think it will help our students to manage the things. So we are really thankful to you.
Okay.
Great, Palak madam. One quick thing. So like if everybody can just unmute themselves and give Somya madam a good clap. So what happens is like we will all, everybody needs some kind of right encouragement. Even teachers need, even the students need, right? So the whole idea with alma mater has been always to make things exciting. So whenever you're learning something, you learn something in a very right comfortable manner, and it registers with you for a longer duration. For example, now whenever you are going to drink lemonade, or right whenever you are going to go ahead and right drink tea, you will probably know about what diffusion is, you know. So that's the right great thing that you can do. And great. Let's continue with Zaira to conclude the session.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So we hope like we have solved all the queries by now, as no one is raising the hand. Also, it was a great session, ma'am. I
Thank
hope the
you.
participants liked it too. So as we have always been doing, we will have a small recap of the webinar, but in a very different way. We will be providing the quiz questions, and we would be glad to receive your answers through mail. As soon as we receive your quiz answers, we will be providing you with your certificates. I'll be sharing all the links shortly in the comment box. I may tell you all that only those who will submit the quiz answers will be receiving the certificate. So kindly cooperate and send us the quiz in order to receive your certificate. Ma'am, next slide, please. Yeah, so our company, an online teaching and learning platform, is looking for enthusiastic social media and digital marketing interns. In this collaborative entry level role, they will get the chance to learn important skills and gain professional experience by working on campaigns with our digital marketing team. I know you all are kids and you might not register, but if you, in case you all know anyone who is interested, you can send them our links. Okay. We also have psychometric test. With the psychometric test, you can learn, develop, and excel through Alma Mater student workshop series. By participating in a variety of workshops, the students will acquire the skills that correspond with the ideas of self-respect and enhance communication skills, relationships, goal settings, health and wellness, confidence and determination. Plus, the fun-filled learning session will help the students to bond better with their classmates in the process. There are several tracks to choose from so that the students can identify an area that suits their interest and goals. We will share the link in the comment box. Kindly go through the all the psychometric tests. Also, we have the career guidance, our career guidance program. Ma'am, next slide, please. Yeah, so our career guidance program in association with Career Futura will give you to choose your best career. Benefits of taking the career assessment test with us is scientifically designed career aptitude test, personalized career guidance report, career counseling session with career expert. We will guide you to choose your best career with all these helps. Now, through the 4D workshop and Sparks program, we will help individuals to understand the intelligence and working on developing multiple intelligence for enhancing their existing or new skill set. You can also take our psychometric test as I have already told you to know and enhance about your personal skills. You can register and we will help you choose your right career. And to choose your best career, all you have to do is sit in a quiet place and take all these tests. The last but not the least, the Data Science Bootcamp program. Our company has organized a program called Data Science Bootcamp program, which has been specially designed to enhance the career in data science with a touch of human intelligence into the program. After the bootcamp, you will not be only data scientists, but people can also pursue other positions like data analyst, data science consultant, business analyst, data engineer, and machine learning. So everyone, thank you for cooperating with us. I'm sharing the links in the comment box. Kindly go through all the links and copy the links. You can connect with us anytime. The last link in the comment box is for the quiz. Make sure you send us the quiz to receive the certificate. As everyone can see, you can go in the comment section. The last link is for the quiz link. You can copy all the links to keep it with you. The last link is the quiz link. Go through the quiz link and submit your answers. As soon as we receive your certificates, your answers, we'll be providing you the certificates in the next 24 or 48 hours.
And quickly, I would request all of you to just go to the YouTube channel and subscribe it immediately. What we are going to do is shortly we will also upload in this channel this video recording, and this also will be done within 24 hours. The recording will be uploaded, and you can have all our previous webinars that were conducted right in this channel itself, and all the future webinars will also be added to these channels, and there would be specific playlist for specific groups. So for example, like if your group wants to learn something specific within science, for example 9th standard science, if you want to learn everything or subject wise, we will create a separate playlist for you, and you will be able to view and see the recorded sessions all the time. And whenever you have time, any queries, any questions that you have, we have other channels where you can just go and get things done. So I'm just requesting all of you, apart from the quiz link, please go ahead and like, share, and subscribe to our channel, YouTube channel, so that for all the notifications that you want with our channels, you are able to get things. And there are a lot of videos already posted there and a lot of webinar sessions which has been already posted there. And those things will be very helpful for you for your future. It involves talking about examinations also, how to attempt and everything. So please go ahead and register yourself. And if you have any questions, we can go ahead and answer your questions now. Anybody, any questions? Oh, thanks, Gorik. It was a great session indeed. Yeah, Zara, you have anything to add on?
No, sir, nothing.
Okay, great. So yeah, we're just waiting for a few more subscriptions on the YouTube channel, and then we can just thank you all for joining. And I hope everybody has put your name on the chat, or at least said hi to your on the chat, so that we know that the attendance of each one of you is there.
Yes.
So if you haven't put your hi on the chat, please do so now, so that we know we will be able to provide your certificates once you answer the quiz.
And please don't forget to fill up the quiz. Otherwise, you will not get your participation certificate.
Sure, ma'am. I'll make sure that all of them appear for the quiz.
Oh,
Okay.
great, Palak madam. Thank you very much. But I mean, all the quiz, the quiz is only one part of it, but there are a lot of other programs. If you can just get in touch with Somya madam, she will be able to guide you throughout for everybody, and we can customize a lot of programs for all the students.
Sure, sir.
Yeah, great. Okay, so yeah, and if everybody has posted their attendance, and if anybody, if nobody has any questions, we can conclude it for the evening, and we will plan for the future.